If you are getting bored of the typical objective match play games for Age of Sigmar, I'm giving you the chance to try out a fun narrative battle plan that I created myself called Retrieve the Prize. The custom battle plan you're about to see is geared towards narrative play. Some army spells and abilities can break this battle plan and ruin your fun, unless you are into that. This battle plan has been playtested a number of times, but there still may be discrepancies and issues that may arise. Please use caution. So with all of that out of the way, let's hop into this custom AOS battle plan and tell you all about it. For starters, the background. A relic has been dropped by slain hero. All factions across the realms have been searching for this treasure. Your army has found the location of this lost artifact by sheer chance, teleporting through a realm gate. However, you are not the only army that has been given a stroke of luck, and it seems the locals have noticed your presence. Your army has traveled through the realm gate to gather up this treasure, and the objective of this battle plan is to charge up, gather up this treasure with a stalwart hero, and return it back through the realm gate. The key here is a hero. A simple battle line unit is not capable of carrying such glorious treasure. Whatever army is able to do this by the end of the 5th battle round is victorious. So essentially, that is all there is to this battle plan, but it is all the little special rules that make this battle plan a lot more interesting. But before we dive into those special rules, I do want to give a brief rundown of the setup. Here's the table all laid out in the top corner. Players roll off to decide on which side they would like to begin on, and then set up their armies according to the standard alternate back and forth, set up your army. I would suggest keeping your heroes near the front line and nearby to your hammer squads. Those heroes are going to need some backup charging towards that treasure, and I would suggest bringing more than just a couple heroes, because they are going to be some prime targets. Now we will chat about some of the special rules for this battle plan. For starters, we will look at the units that show up to the battle that are not a part of either of your or your opponent's army, and we call these units the denizens. These denizens are described as forces of the realm that have noticed your presence and have decided to mix things up for the two armies. Now, despite not being a part of either your or your opponent's army, you do get to set up these units and have a chance to control their actions with a die roll. Will you place your denizens on your opponent's back line, or maybe on the board edge to charge closer to the prize in the center of the battle? And with that die roll, will you be able to charge and move towards the location your army desires? Or will your denizens become automated killing machines going where they please? Now, the reason I decided to place these denizens into the battle is to create a more diverse and enjoyable game. Some armies don't have much in terms of deep striking or teleporting around the battlefield. This gives you the chance to be able to disrupt what can happen on the battlefield. And the best part is you and your opponent can decide on what these denizens units are. Could they be simple as skeletons from the realm of Shyish? Or maybe a squad of dryads from the realm of Guran? And there is a suggested point value in the battle plan, but feel free to experiment for these values of these denizens to create a more interesting match. The other designer note I wanted to chat about is the treasure your hero must retrieve. Now, this is an optional rule, but I find it an enjoyable one. This is the fact that this treasure can give your hero a minor boost while carrying it. There are 6 bonuses that can affect the bearer, ranging from extra command points to increasing rend on a melee weapon. Now, you can choose to roll a d6 to determine the boon your hero receives, or you can choose one of the 6 options that are listed out in the battle plan. This minor rule can add a little strategy in terms of what hero you want to charge up towards the treasure, so keep that in mind. Now, with that out of the way, there are a couple side notes I do want to bring up about the battle plan. As we all know, the double turn mechanic in Age of Sigmar, exists. So some folks like it while others don't. I personally sit right in the middle. But for this battle plan, going first on that turn 2 is key, because if either army has not retrieved the prize, it is going to happen on that turn. And once you have the treasure, it is hard for your opponent to steal it back. And this brings up the last little thing I wanted to chat about, and that is the difficulty of the treasure trading hands. Once your opponent's army has the treasure, it is possible to get that treasure back. The real problem is when you steal the treasure back in battle round 4, and you are in your opponent's starting zone, it may be impossible to travel 30 plus inches back to your realm gate in a single round. With that being the case, feel free to extend the game out to more turns so that you and your opponent can achieve a major victory. So that's the battle plan, folks. Keep in mind this is a narrative battle plan. This is not something you will find in the match play section of your General's Handbook. There are numerous ways to cheat the system, so chat about these ideas before you and your opponent play the game. And I am sure, 100% sure, this is not a perfect battle plan by any means, and if you notice any rules issues, please let me know. My email is located in the battle plan itself, or you can let me know down in the comments. And on a positive note, this battle plan is, well, free to download. There's no paywall or price to get this plan into your grubby little paws. And as it is impossible to link a PDF in a YouTube description, the next best option was to link it on my Discord and Patreon. So you can snag it up at either location, as both of those are also linked down below. Also, if you are watching this on or near the day I release this video, I will be doing a battle report using this battle plan, and that will be released by next week. It will be filmed and edited in the style I do my Warcry battle reports, so keep an eye out for that. This is all I got, folks, and I hope to hear soon about your attempts at retrieving the prize. I want to thank you all for watching, and of course, happy gaming.